Hey folks, I'm Rob, and welcome back to another Player 2 Plays. We are, yes, continuing the journey through Atari 50, the anniversary celebration, and in this episode we're going to look at some of the games released on Atari's Lynx handheld. Now, like some of the other platforms, the 5200, the 8-bit computers, there aren't many games here. There's only 5 included in the compilation. So of those, I think we'll start by looking at Scrapyard Dog. Now, I'm not much of a platformer expert here, so I haven't really played this. I haven't played this one at all, but I do love the chrome that you get here. They've done a pretty nice job on the simulation of the LCD, and honestly, photography of the Model 2 Lynx uses the border. Chef kiss. Apparently, they originally tried to include they originally tried to use a Model 1 Lynx, but apparently just photographed really badly. Again, so I haven't played this at all. So all I know is you've got to rescue your dog. I just like the way he scales off when he gets hit. Like this. Oops. Alright. Now, I don't really have much insightful stuff to say about this game, because again, I haven't really played it. It's... 2 lives left, okay. Oops. Okay, that's the first stage done. Yeah, so you've basically got jump and attack, which is typically piece of cake. Go onto the vehicle section. Let's see what that's about. Grab that red money bag. Yeah, the platforming's a bit... Oh! Oh no. Is that game over? No, I think we got a life left. Alright, so we got 11 money bags. His jump arc is... It's sort of a combination of the platforms and the jump arc. Just doesn't feel right. How did I not expect that? Okay, now that's got... Oh, last life. Alright. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh... Alright, we'll have another run at this. Oh. Yeah. I'm not doing great. Platformers aren't really my specialty. Outside of, like, I guess, Metroidvania kind of games. We've got a secret money bag. I mean, this is okay. I don't know what the other platform games are like on the Lynx, so I don't know what its competition is. Okay. That was silly. So silly. Alright. Take out the mouse. That's just so silly. Is it? No, last life. That's one of those things that happens when you play games sometimes. Sometimes you have a run that goes okay, and other times you completely mess it up. It's all part of the fun. At least it is when it's a game that you absolutely love. I'm feeling kind of indifferent about this, quite frankly. It's okay, but it just feels by the numbers, by the motions, by the book. You know, at this point, if you wanted platforming on the go, you probably would want a Game Boy, and you probably want to play Mario Land, or get a Game Gear and play Sonic. Oh, made it. Okay. Okay. Rebounded, nice. Oh, that was close. Gonna wait for this damn claw to get out of the way. Okay. Well, okay, that's Scrapyard Dog. Let's move on. Now, I think Super Asteroids Missile Command deserves some notoriety because it's the last game that actually got released on the Lynx. So I'll start with Asteroids first. And I like the idea of, you know, this compilation of, like, 2 arcade games. Because they kind of feel good for playing on a portable machine. Although this mixes up the Asteroids formula quite a bit, which I'm okay with because it's not a mainline kind of experience. But it's also, it's a little easy. Like, compared to the arcade game, just, there's so few asteroids that it's so fast to just clear a stage. Although now it's starting to pick up a bit. And that's one of its new inclusions, power-ups, which I just shot. And this time around you've got... I think what also helps is that you've got a shield here, because in the original arcade Asteroids, and, you know, many versions of it, you basically took one hit and you lost a life. Here you can take many, and that sort of feels like it's to compensate for the smaller display area. Look at how gigantic those UFOs are, even in comparison to the original arcade game. They're gigantic! And so at this point, you know, there's a lot of hype back in the day. The Lynx is a really advanced bit of hardware. Designed by folks who work on the Amiga, it offers, like, one of the things that's really cool about it is really its sprite capabilities. Like, it could throw a lot of sprites on screen, which we're seeing, which I don't think any of the games, like this, Missile Command might. So this is a 2-pack, you know, Asteroids and Missile Command. I don't know, can't remember what that does. I know you can get some that recharge your energy. So Lynx was really good at throwing sprites around, and I don't think this or Missile Command might show it a little better just because you've got all the missiles. But keep going. Uh-oh, now we're out of shield energy, which means we get hit. It's like original Asteroids, and we die and lose a life. And we've lost a life. Well, there we go. I mean, it's... Alrighty. I could probably zone out this. I feel like I'm starting to anyway. Just Asteroids just is one of those games I'm okay at. So good enough I can get usually a decent run in the arcades when I play it. Emulate it. It's been a long time since I've actually had a chance to play the actual Asteroids cab. What was that yellow star give us now? Cool, gave us some shield refill. What did that give us? I missed it. Ah, darn it. Oops. Like a veritable ping pong. Space ping pong at this point with space billiards with so many asteroids. Okay. Okay, let's keep blasting. Nice big asteroids, nice and slow for once. Less chance of ping-ponging around like that. Oh no. Okay. We've got a little energy back from the shield, but... Okay, last life. Well, we'll check out Missile Command. Alright, so... yeah, see, of the two in this pack, Super Asteroids and Super Missile Command, Asteroids is definitely the weaker of the two. Because really, it doesn't add much to the formula. And that's game over. Huzzah. Huzzah. I say. Okay, game over. It's reset. Reset game. Yes. So we want Super Missile Command. Alright. So, I mean, when we did the episode on the 5200, I showed the 5200 Missile Command, and this has a few nice little neat tricks. I do like the thumping of the sounds. Again, Atari were always so good. We lost our missile silo right as we shot the last missile down. One big difference is the way missiles are handled. Like, you just have like a stock of missiles that your silos can fire, whereas in the original game, you know, the silos could only fire, had a limited supply on board. But here they're just like... and it's good that it's like it automatically fires from the closest silo to where you're shooting. Which, even though the Lynx has two action buttons, makes sense, but we'll see there's some other cool bits that Super Missile Command adds to the party. I've waited a little longer, I could have tried to get a chain reaction. That, all that. Or even that. Yeah, so the challenge here definitely ramps up a lot slower than even like the 5200 Missile Command we saw in the other episode. And I think that, that's not a surprise because but it is, because I think, like, for portable play, you want a game that you can have a quick session of and not really get locked down into stuff for a long time. Now we've completed a wave, we get taken to the shop. So we've got 700 credits that we can use for... Alright. So we got some cluster missiles. Oh yeah. Greater explosive radius. So handy. And this is kind of some neat additions to the game. There's a whole bunch of cool upgrades that you can buy. You saw them all in the shop. Satellites. There we go. 6 little colony cities saved. And we're doing good. Okay. Now, of course, it's Missile Command. It might be long before it goes pear-shaped, because it always goes pear-shaped. No, we've lost the city. Now it's starting to feel like Missile Command. Oh, gosh. Okay. So. So look at some, these shields are kind of handy special weapons. Oh, guess what? You gotta remember to buy the weapon for each stage. We're now back to our regular missiles now. And it's already carnage. Oh no. Oh no. We're out of missiles. Oh no. This might be everything. It is total nuclear wipeout. Game over. Womp womp. It is the end. It's actually a little more tasteful than the onslaught flickering screen you get in real Missile Command. But anyway, so that's Super Asteroids and Missile Command. Let's look at the last one I want to look at for this episode, and it is Turbo Sub, which is a game that I really feel shows what the Lynx was really good at with its sprite capabilities. So you pilot a sub, and the first part of the stage is you're on the surface taking out enemies, and you sort of got the sprite scaling stuff in action. Because just look at how good that scaling is. Anyway, so we'll just keep shooting these enemies, and it won't be long before we're told to die. Oh, he looks alive. Oof. I do like to say, when the game gives you 10 lives, it knows that something's up with the difficulty, which isn't too bad here, but we'll see. Now let's dive. We go underwater. And this is where I think it actually looks... Except if I were to crash. But anyway, here we're collecting these gems, and we're avoiding these rock formations rather badly. So the gems we'll use at a shop at the end of the stage. And now we've got some more enemies coming in. So let's keep zapping them and collect more gems. And now we're at the end of the stage, and we'll see... There we go. And it's like our base. We enter, and we finish the stage. So we've got 12 gems that we could use. Your rapid fire, an extra life, and let's go. And this is sort of the loop. It's a fairly simple loop. I mean, this was an arcade conversion. In fact, I didn't know it was an arcade conversion until I read up, look at the stuff in the compilation. But yeah, it's an arcade conversion. I'd have to see what it's like on MAME or something. I don't think the arcade conversion, the arcade original would receive a reissue in a pack like this, because the company went bust after 2 games, apparently. That's always a sad thing. Alright, time to dive. Dive! And instead of rock formations, we now get those weird bollard things. And surprise! Okay. Let's get them. Oh no, now it's onto mine, so we've got to blast through. Okay. It's definitely not the... Its arcade roots don't betray it. It's no surprise that it's actually like... Alright, there's the next base. Let's refill and get on to stage 3. Alright, we got more gems this time, so let's buy an extra life. Let's buy some fuel. Oh, of course, we've got to rebuy even things like rapid fire again. I hate that. I wish games were clear about telling you if you had to rebuy any upgrades. Ooh, these ones are crafty. Time to die. Oops. Alright, there's the base. Let's line her up. Like, it's a nice, simple shooting game. It's the kind of game that does work good on a handheld platform. So I'm sort of no surprise by that. Rapid fire, extra life. Shields. Oh, these crafter suckers again. Time to dive soon, eh? Alright, time to dive. Ooh. Big bad boss time. Can't remember these big bad boss times, you gotta fight 2 in a row, so... Alright, and that's the end of the stage. There's your fuels. I had a really good run with this. This is the furthest I've gotten. I haven't played it much. But yeah, okay, 23 gems. Alright. Who needs creepy Melway heads? We have just creepy weird heads. So the controls themselves are just like move up, down, move to the side, shoot. But it really shows the sprite scaling off. Like, the Lynx can just throw a large number of sprites around, automatically scaling them and playing and messing around with them, and just without breaking a sweat. It's just a shame that, you know, the tech in the 90s meant that it was such a hungry console, requiring 6 batteries over 4 for a Game Boy, and eventually 2 for a Game Boy Pocket, so... Ooh! So sort of more avoiding at this point and crashing terribly into things. This might be the end of me. And it is. Well, I might call that. Oh, no. I know what it is. You have failed in your mission. Okay, well, I'm going to sit down and call it right there. Turbo Sub's a fun little game, and the Lynx collection, though a little limited in comparison to some of the other systems, still offers some nice picks to play, you know, amongst the wider collection within Atari 50. So it's time for me to leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. Check out the rest of the stuff the Player 2 crew put out. You know, more Player 2 plays, other things like that. Check out the main Player 2 site for reviews, news, and whatever else. And with that, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.